the replay, be sure to fast forward until you see something exciting. I am loading my laptop as usual, and as usual I forgot to turn off the AC. Hopefully the fan won't bother you guys because it's a little toasty. Oops, mute that. Alright, so we're crooked as a jaybird, if jaybirds were crooked. Stamping platform, messy desk, pardon me. I just finished filming a little bit of footage for these beauties. So I'm gonna have an Instagram video for these because we did do the live last week. No, yeah, live. No, just a I don't know. We did a live where we started this. But yeah, hello Gloria and Jonah. Jonah, I always butcher your name, my apologies. And Maureen, thank you ladies for joining. Now today is my every other Tuesday where I pull in some fairy hugs stamps and I mix them up with stamps that I already have. Now I was going through my stuff moments ago because I never know what I want to do until the last minute. And I was going through and I hit Hero Arts and I saw this little mouse. I feel like we can't see what we're going to do in here. Okay, so I saw this little mouse in the little wish and I was like, oh, Fairy Hugs has some beautiful Fantasy Flowers. Get those all in there. Okay, those little guys would go great with that little mouse. And then I was like, ooh, and then I'll use their little fairy stamps. Even though there's one in here, I kind of want a smaller one. And these are more silhouette, whereas she is got her detail. I just want these, I want one like it's sprinkling magic on the mouse to help it flutter down. And then we're also going to pull in some Tim Holtz. So we're going to add some extra depth with some of these guys. Aren't those beautiful? Alright. Ooh, look at all the people that popped in. Anna. Da-da-da-da. Hello. And hello, Jean. And Diane of Oz. Diane of Oz. Pam, I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. It's possible. Pam's like, I think people just follow me from one live to the next. That's too funny. You guys are great. And by the way, hello Pam. I may have forgotten to say hello. That would be PJ Stamper. Now, fair warning guys, tonight we're crossing our fingers. My friend in Washington, her husband is in emergency, and if the worst happens, I will be leaving so I can talk with her. So I've got my tablet on, so if she calls me or texts me, I'm going to have to end the live. But if she doesn't, I'm going to call her after the live. So cross our fingers that everything goes okay in Washington. But for now, let us pull out some paper. Lois, thank you for coming today. Ooh, she's from Canada. I so want to go to Canada. It's like right there. And when we lived in Colville, it was even closer. Isn't that crazy? I am going to pull out my stamp positioner because I do want to make sure I get nice, good stampings. I'm thinking I'm going to stamp my little mousy dude, and then fussy cut him out because I'm thinking we should do a inky background, but we're going to have that little mouse kind of swinging. Maybe the wind came in and uprooted his little flower that he was picking. And then we'll give it some fun little flowers around. And we're gonna layer these up. We definitely need this whole one. Yeah, see, we're gonna layer these up and do all of that fun stuff. So I'm gonna pick these off and hang on to them, because we're gonna ink up our background first. But I want to have all of these stamps ready, at the ready. So we've got those stamps. We have our little those are the Fantasy Flowers from Fairy Hugs. This is the little mouse from Hero Arts. It's the Make-A-Wish. And then we're pulling in some Tim Holtz. These are the mixed media ones that you can get at your Joann's and whatnot. So there's those. And then, whoop, where'd my little fairy go? There she is. So I'm thinking if he's floating here, she's going to be there, just sprinkling some dust on him. Is this the one we need? Yes. And then we'll do like a little glitter trail. Like she's going to sprinkle him with some fairy dust to keep him afloat. Alright, so there's all of our stamps. So I guess we don't need this yet. Oh, I hope everything goes okay. Me too, thank you. Oh, poor thing. Jean says, been in on that crisis mode for a year now. Sorry about that. It's never fun. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining us. And Crystal. It is Crystal, right? Crystal Thomas. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Make sure I didn't miss anything important. Oh, I'm probably missing a lot of chat that is important because I have it on top chat and not live chat. Let me click that over. All right. So let's double check. All of my wonderful subbies, thank you for joining. Okay, so let's say the sky is starting to get dark, so we're going to need a dark blue. But before it goes dark, it was a beautiful day, so we're going to get some bright blues. And I think clear skies, I think I put them away wrong. Okay, so we're going to start with our lightest blue towards the bottom. This particular paper is the Catherine Pooler paper. I do not recommend getting it wet. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's Crystal. But you are definitely welcome to type cry. I think she wouldn't mind because that's part of her name. Aw, thanks, Jonah. She says, don't forget to thumbs up. Okay, so you can use your ink blenders, your dome blenders, whatever you like. I have domed blenders. I have regular blenders. I like these blenders. Okay, so I'm going to ink up. And I'm going to smoosh it around right here on the glass mat. And quit touching stuff. Oh my goodness. Let me flip that over. Let me get my little, this is a piece of cooking mat. Silicone cooking mat, guys. And I just chopped it up. Let's put our inks on there. That way there they don't go roly-poly around, okay? And then I won't, see, I don't know. You see that? Little silicone mat. Look, squishy, squishy. That's a lot of ink on there. But, and then we're going to just go, I'm going really heavy-handed right there. Get that blue in there. Now I'm going to go a little bit softer. And you just take your time. If you want a soft look, you just have to go over it a few times till you get the color you want. These brushes let you go on super, super light. Okay, you see that? And probably not. I tipped it up and then forgot to tip you back. Sorry, guys. I love it. Oh. Are you guys buffering? Can I see my chat? Okay. Lois says, hey Maureen, my maiden name is Pryor. I was born in Ontario. These are the, these ones were gifted to me. Several of them were gifted to me, but then some of them, like this one, is from the dollar store. They're all basically the same. I will say that if you're looking for these, the ones with the angled neck are much easier to work with. Trying to get, you see how my fingers stick out there? It's a little bit more tricky, whereas these, they put your fingers back and away from there, and so you can blend a lot easier. I think the angled ones are much nicer. I think you can even get these on Amazon. So if I find them on Amazon, I will link them down below after the live. But you want it blotchy, especially for sky. Okay, and if you get marks in it, okay, you can gently work them out. Maybe that part of the sky is going to have a little darker cloud. Okay, and notice here I'm not using any stencils or anything. I'm just going in straight with the color. So I really did this backwards. let me I made a boo-boo. I went really heavy-handed, but that's typical. So I'm going to just take this blue all the way down and try and be light-handed. I'm not always light-handed with the inking brushes, especially not with the domes. I'm really heavy-handed with those. Okay, so we're going to go much lighter here. Let it catch on the edges. Just like so. Okay, so now we have a little lighter there. All the way, okay? That's right. We'll cover that up. I'm just going to wipe my brush. And then I'm going to go into my medium blue. Okay, and I'm going to mix that right in on the table with everything else and come through the middle. Well, I don't know if it's the middle, but you will like using, yes, you will love using the brushes with stencils. They get into those nooks and crannies really good. So that dark sky is rolling in. It's just kind of blistering up over here. But we have a few light spots. Get that in there. Okay. There's our medium, and we'll bring that down just a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to bring in our really dark blue. And I'm not even going to clean the brush this time. I'm just going to grab up some of that purpley. To me, it's got a hint of purple in it. And see how we're just making it marbly goodness right there. Okay. The Catherine Pooler paper, though you don't want to get it wet, it does some weird stuff. It blends beautifully, just like the Bristol papers and stuff. It's super, super fabulous. Now I'm going to darken up this corner. Just go around like so. Oh yeah, look at that. So fabulous. And so I've got this weird transition, but to me that says, you know, the sky's coming dark, and then we're going to have all the flowers and stuff coming in here, and then our little mouse will be right in there. And our little fairy will go right there. Now it's time to clean up. Slide that back like so. And I'm going to show you. Here's another sheet of the Catherine Pooler. Okay. Now, I'm not saying don't get it wet ever. I'm just saying be prepared. It's a little fuzzy in there. Okay. It's going to do weird stuff. And if you don't want weird stuff, don't use this paper. But I like weird stuff. So I'm going to use it. Okay. I just purchased some of those blenders. I wanted to use them with my stencils that keep catching. Yep, the foam ones do catch on those intricate ones. Pryor's my maiden name. Went back after the divorce. Alright. It's funny. I read that comment before them other ones. Okay. So, I don't know if you can see it. But, Simon Hurley inks aren't oxidized inks, okay? This white patch in the middle of these dark patches, the paper is blistered, okay? I had another piece, if you don't mind waiting. Okay, this one here, you can really see it and feel it. It's blistered right there where it got really, really soaked. So it does some weird stuff. And this one here, that's this little patch right here. But it's cool. Just know that you're going to get some weird stuff going on if you're going to get your paper wet. The Catherine Pooler paper. But isn't this just gorgeous? And this, I love this. But you wouldn't expect that with a normal ink smooshing cleanup. So we can pick up some more of this ink. And see all of that leftover ink. I've now made a new card. I could do the same stuff on this one that we're doing on the other one. Okay, and then I'll just clean up this water. Water! Okay, let me grab a scrap of paper. Oh, look at this lovely scrap of paper. We're going to stamp our little mouse out. Not with that block. Next. Flip. Yeah, I haven't either, and I've never seen it happen. It's something in the coating that makes it ultra smooth, but the blending, it is a beautiful paper to blend with. And this is the one I used colored pencils on the other day. My trucks, those turned out so wonderful. Yeah, this Catherine Pooler paper was gifted to me. I didn't buy it either, but I did buy, oh, look at him, isn't he cute? Hammer mill paper, which is very similar. And, you know, I still haven't opened that. I haven't opened the hammer mill because I was still using my Nina stuff. Jonna says hammer mill paper. She loves it. Cheap and fantastic. And see, I haven't even used it yet. Now, if you need a lot of cards made, you do this stuff in sections, okay? You stamp out all of your mice, you do all your color blending all at once, you do all your stamping all at once. It just makes everything go by faster. And I'm doing an extra one just in case. It's funny, my last one, I got a little funky going on, but that's okay. Do an extra one just in case, you know, you're fussy cutting, you sneeze and chop off his tail or something, you know, you never know. If you have a scan and cut, you can definitely send him through that. So I'm going to clean my little dude off. And let's color him grab out these colored pencils real quick. I just need a brown. Ooh, let's give him a red undertone. Tuscan red. He's going to be a little brown mouse with some Tuscan red. Let's see how these look. Because I don't swatch. I don't know how they'll look. Ooh, that's a lovely color. How's it going to look? Oh, yeah. Because, see, this by itself is too plain. And then this by itself is too red. But we're going to mix them. And I'm going to start with my lighter color first. Oh, Sam's Club used to have Hammermill, and I loved it, but now they have Nina. Yeah. I haven't, after, brain, mouth, speaking together usually helps, Beth. Okay, so I watched a lot of videos, a lot of paper comparisons, and I went from Nina to Accent Opaque, and I hadn't used my Nina in a while, and then got the Hammermill, and I was like, okay, use the Nina so you can use the Hammermill, which I still have not used. So I don't know personally how it is because I haven't used it yet. And I've got a ton of Bristol because I got some of that on sale. I'm like, I've got paper coming out my ears, guys. Yes, Pam. Pam. Wait, is that who sent that to me? Oh, I wouldn't know. Are you? Do you see? They covered the address. Pam. Haha. I got it, by the way. And I'm hoping everything's okay. It's kind of mangly. I'm going to open it tomorrow on my live. Kind of excited. I'm excited about that package. But yes, I also have to, see, I've got to mail you. I've got to mail some stamps to another friend. Got to get those boxed up and mailed out. Let me check my tablet, guys. It's awfully quiet. Come on. I just want to make sure everything's going good. Okay. No texts, no phone calls yet. We're doing good. All right. Now, I'm not pushing hard with my Prismas. Prismas are, you can push hard and burnish and get beautiful colors straight away. I like to layer them up. Okay. And I like to use colors that I wouldn't normally use up as a base coat. Just so that my good colors I don't use as much. Now you see, I'm not pushing very hard. And I'm getting really good coverage. Please don't ask what brand of paper this scrap is. Because he's just a scrap. I pulled him out of the bin. Could be Nina. Could be Bristol Smooth. I don't know. Although I don't think it's Bristol. But see, now I'm not going to use very much of either pencil. Because I've done a base layer. And he's so stinking cute. His little reddishness. Oh, Jean, Jean, she busts me. She says, how come you're not using your Brits? I just got the 120 square barrel the Britferners. And I am not using those tonight because I want to do a big coloring with them. And I haven't handled them yet, aside from putting them in the case. Now these Prismas, I know how they work. I know how they layer. I didn't really want to frustrate myself and be like, oh, I've got these. And then they don't handle the way I think they should. So I need a little practice first. So I'm going to pick a little color page and color and try out all the colors on it. I should have done his little hands and tootsies a different color. Oh well. Maybe the next guy. Sorry, I've got to look up at the chat here in a minute. Try your new oil pencils. Cute little mouse. Hey, Janine, thanks for coming in. Okay, I will pull out the Brits to do the other mouse, and we'll see how they go. But I do say I love my Prismas. Okay, now here's another thing with Prismas. They are a wax-based pencil. If you swirl them around and do stuff, okay, you'll see your pencil marks. And a lot of people will tell you to use Gamsol or, you know, something. And I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I do have time to roll up a tissue and just give a little wipe. Okay, just give it a little wipe. Just like so. Usually it works better in big areas. And then you smooth out all of those pencil lines. And he is more uniformed and cute. Now, of course, doing that, it did smear the Prismas a little bit. But, you know, that's not something I'm going to cry over. Okay, so we'll put these two pencils back so I don't lose them. Their new case came in too today. We gotta bust those open. Okay, Brick Pruners. I think you're in the bigger case because... Okay. Shall we lift up? Lift up. Lift off. Okay. I don't know where the browns are. Ooh, that will be fun. If I put beads on here that say, hey, this particular pack has this color. Oh, I am so gonna do that. Okay, here's our browns. Woo! Look at those. Melody. There's a melody in here? I'm sorry, oh, there is a melody. Hello. Thank you for joining us today. All right, so wow. Ooh, shall we do another reddish brown combo? This guy here, and maybe this lighter one here. Let's see what they do. I tell you, if you guys missed my unboxing, this case, the cases, even though I think this is not a soul color case, it's very sturdy and substantial. I really like it. I was a little worried they'd be too flimsy. Janine, you know, I was looking at that case online today. Ouch. No, do they not have one in your area that we... Ouch. You sure you don't want to use the green? No, you know what I'm gonna do? The other case that I have has a fabric on it. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. All right. Ooh, that one's... Those... I didn't pick too bad of colors. I like that. So what if we did this one with the light one on top? Oh yeah. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do them in reverse. Now these are right out of the box. I didn't sharpen them or anything, but I am gonna roll this pencil around a little bit just in case there's any weird buildup on it. Okay. . very light-handed, just like my Prismas. It puts a lot of color down your first go round. And I like that you don't have to push hard. And you can even color like this and just be done on your first layer. There's nothing anywhere that says you have to build it up and burnish it and make all the tooth of the paper disappear, okay? Although on this smoother paper, the tooth really isn't there to begin with when you start coloring. I mean, just look at, doesn't it look a little fuzzy when you just do that light color? Okay, now this time I'm not going to go over his hands because I didn't particularly like it like that in that one. So this one, I'm going to leave his hands, and we'll make his hands like a pink color, I think. Like little baby soft pink. Hi, Sherry. Oh, look at that. You guys are trying to confuse me. Sherry D and Sherry C both came in at the same time. Hello, lovely ladies. Okay, and now I don't want to do his tootsies. So I'm just gonna kind of do a little swirl right where I would end his foot or his ankle. And again, super light hand, nothing hard or drastic for this guy. We just want a nice coating, because I am going to go over it again. Now, like I said, you could be done. I mean, that is super cute either way. You know, this is non-burnishing, just a couple of layers. And then this is a couple of layers with more pressure, more burnishing. A lot of fun. Okay, Carmen. So this one was Prisma. And then these ones, they talked me into it, are the new Brut Ferner. But yeah. So this is right out of the box. I'm just going to roll it on the paper just to make sure there's no weirdness on it. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over it, but on this one we reversed our light and dark, and we did the light on the bottom and then the dark. And then this one, and I am adding a little bit more pressure than the first time in little swirly motions. I like to do swirly motions. If you're a straight colorer, that's fine. Just arch it around. You're not going to want to do a straight color through here. You're going to want to arch it. Arch it to follow the shape that you're doing, okay? Even in my swirlies, you know, when you see me not doing swirlies, I'm following around, okay? You want to be archy, because if you get pencil strokes or anything left behind, you want them to be directional. That'll help give it form and texture. And it's a good practice to get into. So when you're just doing lines, your work will look really good. Look at him. He's so cute. And this little guy is the Hero Arts mouse. And then we're going to put him with our Fairy Hugs flowers and our Tim Holtz flowers and our Fairy Hug little fairy. These pencils remind me a lot of the Prismas. I think they go on really nice. They're fun to hold because of the squareness. But if you're a person that needs... Are mice gray or brown? Mice, like a lot of things, come in multiple colors. the square Brits, because in the reviews I watched, the square Brits are different from the round Brits. So I wanted something, and they said this is more like an oil-based pencil kind of thingy. But you can put a round pencil thingy on, and I just put that on backwards, but that's okay. So if your hands hurt, you can get pencil grips to fit these. I'm not a pencil expert, by no means, but I don't know. They feel a lot like the Prismas. I don't know. It's weird. I'm going to have to do a picture with both of them together and see how they work together too. That'll be fun. Maybe do it where the one layer is one pencil and another layer is another pencil. They're less crummy. Or no, they're about the same. There's crumbs. I don't know. Let's face it. I watched all the reviews and said, ooh, I need to try them. They're not what I have. They're oily. I have wax. I have ink tints. And I have the chalk pastel pencils. And now I have Whaley's. Mouse is too cute. Love the mouse. Thanks, guys. But yeah, did I finish that sentence? Mice come in all sorts of colors. I had a pair of mice called Cinnamon and Sugar. Their markings were the color of cinnamon, and they were mostly white with spots. So I named them Cinnamon and Sugar. I loved those little miceys. And then they got their mice cancer and passed away. That was not pleasant. But my cats really liked them. They used to play together and run around the house together. It was funny. So I'm just going to take a tissue. Okay, even the Brits do it. You can see the little pencil strokes, my little swirlies and stuff. Okay, we're just going to grab a little tissue. And just kind of... Ooh, well that's different. Ha! Oh, he smoothed out so nice. But did you see he didn't like bleed out like this one did? So that's interesting. The Brits didn't, yeah, because you can see when I wiped it bled out a little bit, and this one didn't do that. But he cleaned up really nice, so he's nice shiny coat. He's so cute. All right. So let's set our Brits aside. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna go in here. And we're gonna grab this light one. Oh look, it's like a perfect mouse tail color. What color is Tootsie's that color too? And I'm just giving it a little extra pressure and just doing it a one-time thing. Just color that in. Color that in. Oops. Get this little Tootsie here. Round and around the tail we go. We're just going to do it to this one too. Oops, I picked up some of the brown. It's alright. This kind of coloring where you're pushing hard the entire time to do a one layer thing, it is a little tough on the hand. Try and lighten up his little feet. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. I definitely like that the little feet colored the other color. That's all right, though. We'll remember that next time, hopefully. Now, let's see. We're going to flip the page and find a little bit of green. That works. Nothing fancy, nothing drastic. Just voila. Little green there. And then, because this, you know, the stamens on those things are kind of plain. I mean, they don't really have a color, but there's nothing that says you can't color them. So we're gonna do, I don't know, we're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna do a light swirl of purple, and I'm holding the pencil back. When you need to do light coloring, hold it further back. You'll be surprised at how light-handed you can get with your pencil versus this, okay? So it does make a difference if you hold it into the back. And then I'm going to go over it just a teeny with some blue. And then it's not going to be stark white. I mean, we'll put a little bit of shimmer on there, and yeah, put those two pencils over there. It's time for the scissors. Kim in Alaska, hello. Yeah, I gotta go watch Tracy's video after I'm done talking with my friend. This after, lots of afters. And then I've got some hop videos to watch, because the Team Tiny friends did a hop about ice cream, and I have a video about ice cream hop too. So I've got to go watch everybody's videos. I watched a couple last night, watched a couple today. Some cute ice cream themed cards out there, let me tell you. And I'm going kind of big on the frame of this mouse because I can. You can go skinny, you can go big, you can run it through your scanning cut. No problems. I guess I could have made it a little bumpity instead of straight. The choices we make, woohoo! And right around. All right. So he's cutie. Yeah, let me go in here and make some bumpies. There we go. Okay. Next. I bet they like them. Ooh, who liked what? Let me try that again. I think mice can be both colors. Yes. Rats, most rats are dark browns and the darker shades of colors. Mice, there's the white mice, they're called feeder mice, and some of those are rats too. Domesticated versus wild, I think, is where we get the colors and stuff from. But I think they're kind of like squirrels. They come in all sorts of colors. That was a big around the ear piece. My goodness. Got a lot of extra room on that one. These Brits, no, they feel about the same. It just feels really smooth. Wasn't sure if that felt the same way. I don't know. Oh no, this is the Prisma one. And yeah, they're both really smooth. They're gonna be fun to play with. Uh-oh. Da, 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 da. Missing some comments. Ah, what happened? I have to stop watching videos and start making some stuff. You're supposed to be making while you're watching, silly. Like today at the start of Debbie J's, I wasn't commenting much because I was making cards. But I was watching. I kept kinking my head over and watching. Okay, so there's our little Macy's. Okay. Because what did we do with that other piece? This piece, I think we're going to do, yeah, see, I think I'm going to put the dark one there and I'm going to put the light one there. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. And look, I got my finger in something. Does this happen to you? You're like, okay, how on earth, what did I do? I don't know. But, you know, we're just gonna cover it up. My dog is driving me crazy, so I have to go. Aw, that's all right. I used to make while watching, but then I didn't want to miss comments. Yeah, the commenting. Sometimes we get sucked in, and then we forget to watch. I'm like, wait, we can do both. Okay, so we're gonna have our little mouse. We're gonna have him like blowing away, because see, this has got a little arch, so maybe he's getting swooped up. And then our little fairy is gonna be sprinkling stuff, so we need to leave her space. And then we're gonna build up our flowers and stuff. And I'm using some Tim Holtz and then some fairy hugs. That's a fairy hug fairy because she's nice and tiny. But I wanted to use the dandelions. You know what? We're going to put the dandelions on last. And we're going to put the Tim Holtz ones on first, but in a lighter shade. Because we want those in the distance-ish. So let us try something. I need to test a color because I'm not sure how it's going to look. Okay, so if we do Tim Holtz in hickory smoke. Ooh, that's pretty. And then we do fairy hugs in black soot. Oh yeah, they're gonna layer really nice. Black soot for the fairy hugs, and then we're gonna use hickory smoke on Tim Holtz's. Tim Holtz's? I don't know if that is a word. Sorry, Tim. Middle, dark, light. Oh, look, I put them away right this time. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of eyeball. I want this one here. I want this one just peeking off the page. Maybe this one. It's gonna go there. And then I think I'll put this one. I'll have to get crafty with that one. So we're gonna okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use my grid lines. I'm gonna put a dot right here so I know that that's the grid line I need to line up with. I'm gonna have that right up there. Close that. Yep, that'll work. Okay. Because Distress ink might need a couple of stampings to get the coverage you want. One eye is watching Elizabeth and one eye is watching the comments. Yeah. PJ, commenting so much we forget to watch. Are you talking about me? No, I was referring to myself because I do that all the time, especially with the big names. Like if you're watching Tim Holtz or Simon Hurley, Gina K, oh my gosh, those comments roll through there and you're like scrolling back to see what people are saying. I don't always comment in those lives, but I'm like reading them chats like crazy and I'm like, oh wait, I need my little fairy was blocking my stamping. That would explain why I was having a little bit of issues there. And I'm inking these suckers all the way up. Yeah, I only need the tip of this one and the tip of this one and a little bit of that one. Don't mind me. All right. Ooh, look at that. Ugh, so divine. Okay, cleaning rag. Cleaning water. Little fuzzies going on there. What's up with that? Okay, so we're going to lift this carefully and wipe this off. Okay. Okay, now we're going to peel these off because we did the Tim ones. And then we're going to do this one. We're going to cover our spot right there. So we're going to make sure that guy gets covered just like so. Get that lined right back up with my mark. And how much of that do we need to color this time? Fabulous. Look at that. Nope, I don't need to stamp that again. Let me clean that off. Okay, now we're going to do some of these. Oops, clean, clean, clean. We don't want to stick our fingers in stuff. Okay, so now we're going to come in with our other little flowers and just mix and match them. This is what's so lovely about stamps. You can buy similar stamps and they'll be so different and they'll still work together. I mean, Fairy Hugs and Tim Holtz. Do you really see Tim Holtz making fairies? Oops. That one, I didn't clean that one very good. My bad. But you know what? I like that. Where is Grr? I'm going to grab some, no, Woof. Woof is the gray. I'm going to grab some Woof. And I'm going to do some in the back. So we're going to do a lighter shade of gray before we come in with the black. Oh, look at those. Okay. I'm going to put that one right there. And I think I want this one again. We're going to do that one in the lighter shade of gray. Okay, we're going to make sure this lines up. Okay, now we're going to do these guys in the Woof. A lighter gray. That. Nope, I need it lined up on the line, so in case I lose my mark. Okay, I know where to put it. Oh, you guys did a Zoom with Lisa. I wanted to, but I didn't have the time to. I love watching her. She's so creative. So creative. All right, so those are I've got 2 shades of gray, okay, and now we're gonna go over with our black soot in the black. Okay, we're gonna make sure a little mousy, yeah, see, that'll be fabulous. But I don't want my black ones covered up, so I'm gonna put that one there, and then we're gonna put that one there, and then I think I'll come in and put that one right there. Ooh, I should be able to do everybody at the same time. 3 dark black ones coming up. Move everything around, why don't you? How rude. Get that line back up on my guideline. Black soot to the rescue, and you could use your VersaFine Clair, you could use whatever, but I haven't pulled these guys out in a while, so I figured let's stamp with them, right? All right, so, ooh, move you, don't want to accidentally cover you. Yeah, he's really cute. I need him more times. Come here, I need you more. Let's do you a couple more times. He's just a stinking little cutie. Oh, it's like, why isn't it inking it up? It is, it's the wrong one. Ugh, there we go. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just making a disaster of a mess. We're gonna pop you right there. I'm gonna pop you right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work. I like it, but I feel like I need a little something more. This one, I think. And you can just fill it up however you feel. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I feel like it needs something. I could be done, you know. I don't know. There we go. There's like a whole patch of them there. Woohoo! Okay, get this all cleaned up and get these guys cleaned up. Okay, where I dropped my ink thing. Okay, now I don't want my fairy blotchy, so I am going to pull out the VersaFine Clair because I'm hoping to get her stamped in one go, because she's a little bit more delicate. She's a delicate little thing. So I'm gonna say this guy goes here. He's kind of getting tipped. And then she's gonna go right there. Let's hold that down. I don't know what's going on. Bending my paper too much. Okay. So we're gonna just put her there so her sprinkles can get to him or her. I didn't look under his skirt. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Okay. Now we're going to daintily tap. Dainty. Dainty. And make sure that it's nice and solid coverage. Okay. Move that just in case some craziness happens. And then light, firm pressure. Ha. Okay. Let that sit there and get happy a second while I scroll up. Yeah, those multi-live zooms, you gotta take your turns. They could also do, no, never mind. I don't know. We're getting too involved. Couldn't she put us all on Zoom? I cannot put anybody on Zoom. I cannot. I thought the part of the design of the Misty is to put the paper in the corner so it can be realigned if needed. Yes. But if you have a design that comes off the edge, that's why they also give you grid lines. So say like this gets pulled up, I can go, okay, this is the grid line I'm using, and I can stamp it. Much easier. That way there I don't have to do one thing at a time, and I was able to do multiples off the page like so. But yeah, definitely I just make sure that my plastic covered grid sheet is in the corner, and then I just pick a grid line so in case it does come up I know where to go. But I wanted to make sure she was a one stamp, because these teeny ones, even if you do a perfect restamping, sometimes they look weird on a double stamp. Lisa, hello. All right. But yeah, I do prefer to put it in the corner on most things. Oh, okay, there we go. So this little panel, we could use it straight like that to cover the whole thing, or we can trim it down, which I'm thinking we're going to trim it down just a hair to have a little white border on our card. But we also have this little guy, our backup, and our ink smushing. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to mist the back of the paper. A little bit of misting. And then flatten that out. Just abuse it. It won't hurt it. Okay, get it. Maybe this one is falling. They're getting all blown away. And that one's like, oh, hang on. Maybe that's what's happened, is they all got blown away. And he's just like, ah, hanging on for dear life. That one's not going to stamp being on there backwards. Just saying. Now see, got it all off the edge all over the place. But I'm going to use that mark again. This time, marker, I need you. This time I'm going to go to this corner to line it up if I need to double stamp. Okay. Hold that down. Make sure everybody's hanging out okay. Grab that up. See. Shove that back in the corner. Back on my lines, just like so. And this time, I think I'm just going to do the woof, the light gray, because I really liked it on that one. Maybe these are blowing off in the distance, so we don't need it too crazy. Look at, yay. Oh, I like that. what colors did you stamp with? Okay, so on this one, we have the Woof, the lighter of the colors, and then we used the Hickory Smoke for this, and we had to stamp it a few times, and then we used a black soot on the darker ones, and then she was our VersaFine Claire, and you can tell she is like super crisp versus the soot. The Distress inks do not stamp perfectly. Even Simon's inks, they get this neat texture to them, and I absolutely love them for that. If you've seen Catherine Pooler inks, they're more, those pads are more mushy and their ink coverage is more smooth. Simon Hurley's are not like that. That's not why I like them. I like them because they give this unique texture. I don't know. I love it. So, and I will recommend them to anybody. Okay, so that, you know what? We need to turn this paper around and stamp them on the other side, because I think that would just be really cute, like a little frame around our little dude. Make sure that's in the corner. Go right there. And so this should be right around. All right. These Fairy Hugs flowers are coming in really handy. Fantasy Flowers. Ooh, look at that. Oh, look it. I love it. I think we need one just in the corners though. Do I have this one? Yeah, I think we're just gonna put this one in that corner. Just to kind of fill in that corner a little bit. Not Me Boo has, ask her what colors. What? Oh, am I buffering again? Some of my backgrounds are so warped that I use heavy duty tape to hold them down, and it bends the whole card base. So Miss Kim in Alaska, what I would recommend before you, once your panel, you get the ink on it and whatnot, do what I did. Mist the back of it very lightly. Okay, you're going to hold, get you out of the way. Oh, look, I got some water on that. Well, poo. You see that? That's what happens. So I'm going to do it to the whole thing. Since I've got water on it, I'm just going to do it. So you're going to take the back side and just give a quick little mist, okay? You don't want to saturate it, but you want it wet. Oh, this is her paper. No, that is Catherine Pooler paper. I do not want to get that wet. But we're going to. Let's see. Just get a little bit. Once you... I'm going to have to... That's a big drop right there. We'll do something to cover that up. But you missed it. You can wiggle it. And then you can put pressure on it. And then it will be more flat. And then you won't have to worry about it buckling. When you add that tape on there, the card base will help straighten it out. Oh, I get it. I'm such a dork. The woof woof. Woof, as Ryan would say when describing something either cool or... Yes, no. I'm just saying woof because that's the name of the color. I am so slow. Don't mind me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, what was I doing? I wasn't done yet. Get back here. I'm going to put that there because we know at this point that rotation is good. I'm going to put you right in the corner. like so. I hope. Up in the corner. What is wrong with you? Quit being weird. Oh, hot dog. I just want you to stay put. There we go. There we go. We're whispering. We go into whisper mode when it's not working. And I should have put a magnet on it. What was I thinking? Dadgummit. Stay. Okay. And then we're gonna get our woof. Stamp that on there. Yes, I'm a dork. Okay. There's that one, which we can just rotate this bad boy around right into the corner like so, and magnetize, and more woof, and down. Ba-bum. Fabulous. Look at that. Oh, it's so tender and cute. Okay. All these stamps. It's the only thing about pulling out a lot of stamps to do. What color? Yeah, that's woof. Not woof. It's woof, not woof. Okay. Oops, I almost shut that in there. Okay, so now assemblage, right? Oh no, we need to give our little buddy here. She's gonna do some sprinkling, so we're gonna grab our fine tip glue and some glitter. Glitter, if I was glitter. Look at this. We've got some snow glitter. Get that right under there. Okay. So we're going to see if any of it will stick to that. Gosh darn it. No, nothing's going to stick to that. Tap off in garbage. It's not too bad. It's not kind of what I wanted. I wanted it more stuck down. I'm not going to save that teeny bit into the garbage with you. It's a teeny bit. Teeny weeny bit. Okay. Now there's a little bit of glitter on this paper, so it's going in the garbage. Not the paper, the glitter. Okay. So gonna dust off some of that extra glitter. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's very faint. I didn't want a lot of glitter, so I was being a little more careful with it. A little too warm in here, causing it to float back up. Stop that. Okay. Put a pin in it. It's still oozing out. Stop. So if you ever get your glue and it like oozes out, see, it's like doing it again. you're going to want to poke, okay, and then pull that out and clean it. If you let that dry because it's been coming up, it's going to make a mess. You're going to release some air, okay, because there's an air pressure problem going on. Okay, release some of that air, and then do another poke through, okay, and just make sure you don't have any more glue coming up. Get that in there, okay, because if that glue gets in there, even with this, it does make it harder for glue to come out, especially in this super fine tip. Okay, so this should come out clean. If it doesn't come out clean, put it back, clean it, put it back in until it comes out clean. And then that'll help save you a headache later. Okay, I definitely need more glitter. I mean, I wanted to be conservative, but that's a little ridiculous. Okay. Oh, Pam, I'm so sorry. She was bidding on a house the other day and didn't get it. Jean calls me Boo. I'm not sure. She told me why once. I answered anything, so I don't mind. I'm really sorry to hear that. That really... When we first were moving out to Ohio, we had put in an offer on a house, and we kept getting outbid, and I'm like, I can't go any higher. And so then we got stuck renting, and oh, the nightmare, the never end. You know what though, you guys? He's blowing away in the wind. He's gonna need to be on a popper daughter thingy. Yes, he is. Here in Alaska, it's a seller's market. Yeah. Sorry, the queen of boo-boos. Yeah, I make a lot of boo-boos. Marguerite. Hello. Did I not? I don't remember seeing you. I thank you for coming in. I don't remember seeing you because I don't pay attention. Okay, so we're gonna add some bigger drops of the glitter, just kind of where I already have it. Okay, I need my scrap paper back. Come back here. Okay. Whatever doesn't make it into the container goes in the garbage. FYI. Oh, those are a little bit better. I like those. I'll let those set just a minute. Clean this up. Do that. And I was just thinking, because she's sprinkling, what if it's getting on his little toes and his little ears? We get some glitter on there. Why did I do it like that? I should have done it on the paper. And then we just add, I don't know, added it somewhere, right? Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Just tap him off a little bit. All right, that's going to be cute. Ooh. Please don't make a mess. Please don't make a mess. It's good enough. Into the garbage with you. Cover, move completely out of my reach, and there we go. We're going to be a little bit careful with that because I'm sure it's still wet. And then, I don't know, we'll pop this up. These little popper dots. They were a generous gift. And I'm drawing a blank as to who sent them to me. Oh, I hate it when I do that. Jen? No. Was it Jen? Could have been. Because my pop dots are hideous. I gotta do a special craft with those because them suckers are ginormous. Okay, I'm chasing down this mouse, trying not to squish him to death. Okay, so I'm gonna put this mostly where his body is. Ooh, maybe stick it to his body and then flip and decide where I want you, and down you go. Oh man, I forgot to trim the card. How many of you do that? You're like, oh, this is so great, I need to do this, and then forget to trim. So I'm wiping away some of this loose glitter. Okay, now I'm gonna take a plain water pen. Ooh, oh wow, that one shot right out of there, hot dog. So to get water pens rolling, you have to, why is that yellow? Okay, you have to give them a squirt. I had thrown away a water pen recently because no matter how hard I squeezed it, no water came out, and I just did that. I went, okay, so now we're gonna add just a few dots. Hopefully it'll lighten up the card a little. So it'll look like that dot was on purpose. Because we don't want accidental dots. We want on purpose dots. Let's make it a little more hand painted. And that's how we can hide things. You know, something shows up we don't like, put more in. Make it look like, oh look, she put in so many dots. It's clever and cute. Oops. I'll just make that a bigger dot. There we go. Just like so. So we now have more dots to say hello with our other dot, but I don't know if you can tell, but it's blistering. It's really cool, but weird. Okay, close that. Yeah, Sherry sees I would sell my house right now, but I could never afford to buy a new one. Isn't that the truth? 30% over asking? That is crazy. Ugh. I have an uncle that lives in Bellevue. I can't believe the real estate is so high there. They started raising Washington rates when they heard that Amazon was going to bring in a facility over there. I don't know if that was true, but the prices were going up when we moved 2 years ago. And that was right between Spokane and Seattle. And everything in between, the prices were going sky high. Yeah, 3-bedroom houses for $400K. Yeah, that sounds about Washington. Okay, so since I made a boo-boo, we're just gonna roll with it. It is now going to be the whole front of a card. No big deal. But you could probably squish it into a cutter and trim off. You know what? I am gonna, because I really want white around it. I think white, because I have so much white around my mouse. Ooh, let me check my tablet, guys. No. Okay, I need to change my notifications on there. Okay, so we're gonna slide this in here. Oh, look, it'll work fine. And we're gonna take it down to 5 1/4. And then we're gonna see if we can't squeeze that in there. Ooh, look at that. Down to 4. No, I'm gonna take a little bit off of each side on this one. Get this down to 4. Nope. Okay. 4 is right there. So I'm going to hope I cut this straight because there's a little swoop right here. I'm going to hold it with my guard and trim, and there we have it. Oh yeah, see, it definitely needed that white. So even if you glue stuff down and you weren't supposed to, you can still make it work. And then this little cutie patootie, we're going to leave, we're going to take a little bit off of each side. I'm going to go a little bit there and a little bit here to make it 4. And then a little off the top, a little off the bottom to make it 5 1/4, like so. Okay, our little strips go in the garbage. Now this little cutie, we want him, the background is so light, we want him to stand out a little bit. So we're gonna grab one of the colors we use to ink smush, set it up there so I don't have to touch it, and then we're gonna come in, tap, and just gently go around. Now normally I don't tap off if I'm doing edges, but I don't want any stark blue. And I just got stark blue. Okay, thanks. Ew, that's cool. The ink wiped right off of that. Nice. That's good to know. We'll have to practice with that if these are going to be a resist to ink the oilies, which would make sense. Okay, so I got a little too dark, so get off of there. We're going to add a couple of dark spots all around because I messed up. So there we go. There we go. So now we inked up his edges. Now we're going to go around and ink up these edges just to kind of finish it off. There we go. Cover that up. Do I want a little bit of blue on this one? No, I want a little bit of blue on this one. I don't even know if it'll show up. Ooh, a little bit of blue showed up. Yay. Dry that. Oh, I did a bad thing. I left it open. Really got some issues today with you. Being pesky. Okay. Now we can put these together. I need one more card base. Glue. And if you have one of those fancy glues, you don't need a ton. That stuff sticks like crazy. Okay. Gonna get this right in the center-ish, because you know how that is. And then this one, I think we're just gonna glue this one down. No, we're gonna pop him up too, but on a foam dot. Let's get some foam dots. So foam dots, after you pick them out, oops, not those scissors, you can use the foam that's left behind. So never throw away your leftover foams. Put that one up there. Put that one right there. That one. Oops. Put that one right there. There. Right there. And that one can go in the garbage. Ta-da! Leftover foam squares to fill our little mousing backing. And we have 2 almost completely complete cards. So this little mouse, he's hanging out. Make sure this is the right way. So this is the ink smushing from doing this card. Same stamps and everything. So there's that one. And then this little guy. And I would recommend assembling your card before putting your 3D elements on. Just a suggestion. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. It's going to be a little bit fun. Pushing that panel down. Trying to stay out of my glitter. There we go. 2 unique cards using the same elements. Okay. This one, Hero Arts mouse, and then the Fairy Hugs stamp Fantasy Flowers. And then this one we use the same stuff, and then we tossed in the Tim Holtz foliage, and then this little fairy from Fairy Hugs. Is a glue? Yes. These are the Gloria Wolf. She is on Facebook. She is a part, well, I don't know. I'm assuming you're still a part of the FSC and people can get a hold of you through there. Otherwise, I think her Facebook has the same picture if you look up Gloria Wolf. But she makes beautiful little charms, and they still come with the 2 pins, so you get the one design and then you can switch the pin that it's on. Annie M, well, thank you for joining today. Annie says, I bought a lot of Fairy Hug stamps from their videos. I haven't used them yet. Well, Annie, you better get in there. It's a group called the Foiling Snobs Club. I'm not a member, but I know that Gloria Wolf is a member if you're trying to get a hold of her. It's a card club. Okay, so these, but yeah, that Miss Gloria Wolf right there in the chitty chat, she makes these. And they do come with the 2 pins, so you get a choice of the larger and then the smaller one, because this pin will not fit in this one, and this one will not cover enough for this one, so you can pick your pins. And I went and bought both a second bottle because I got tired of trying to take this out and put it back. So I have 2. So I had to buy 2. Annie M, no, it's a Facebook group. You just type in Foiling Snobs Club. It'll turn up. You can also The Fairy Stamper, also, I'm a member of their Facebook group. Let me pull up them. If you're interested in seeing what they do with their fairy stamps, it's a really good group to join. Fairy Stamper Hugs. Is that the one I want? Yes, Fairy Stamper Hugs. Click, click, click. Control C. Control V. Now, the Fairy Stamper, you do have to answer questions to get in. But it is free. They just don't want any trolls or bad juju. So they want to make sure you're a real person when you join the Fairy Hugs group. And they post pictures of the goodies that they make with the fairy hugs. I'm not sure how we would text you here. One of us left by choice. The other did not. Oh, no. Let's move along. Good vibes, good vibes. Oh, you don't have Facebook? Oh, I'm sorry. If you have, is this your... Do you have YouTube? I'm assuming that you watch a lot of YouTube stuff. Oh, there, Gloria's such a sweetheart. That is her email. You can email her, and then you guys can start a conversation about her her little glue toppers. I don't have, I'll have to ask my parents. Okay. If you don't have Facebook, Fairy Hugs, let me open that up on YouTube. Open YouTube. Fairy Hugs. I know, where are you at? Show all on her, yes. Fairy Stamper. Sometimes I'll say Fairy Hugs, sometimes I say Fairy Stamper. They are the same entity. Fairy Stamper is the company. Fairy Hugs is their product. Control C. And I use them interchangeably like I know what I'm doing. Control V. I found you on Fairy Hugs channel and that Ryan guy, but his videos are too long for me to watch. Oh, yeah, Mr. Ryan, he really, yes. I appreciate my Ryan. I get wrapped up in what he just, he's got some great cards. I can't wait for his Christmas and Halloween stuff to come out. Okay. Yeah, if there's anything you're interested in, we'll help you try and get there. And definitely, the Fairy Hugs, you know, if you watch them, the other people, they also have channels you can click on there. And Glory would like to know if you wrote down her email address. She would like to delete it from the chat. I found Elizabeth by Ryan, or the other way around. I appreciate it. Okay, and Anne said, yes, thank you, Gloria. Fabulous. Do 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 do. I'm scrolling back up because I feel I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. If you guys have any questions that I missed, because you know what, that happens, you can definitely email me at chatwithsassy@gmail.com. That is my email address. You can also leave comments down below, and I do try to get to my comments within 24 hours. One of these days I'll have a great big following, and I'll say I'll get to you within 48 hours. Anne, is it Anne or Annie? I'm probably reading it wrong. I am so sorry. But Facebook is one of those preference things. You don't need it. A lot of people have it and then drop it because there's a lot of stuff that'll suck you in. And a lot of people have an addictive personality to the social media, and they spend hours on Facebook. And I am one of those. I will spend hours going through posts and whatnot. But you can definitely customize your Facebook to be inspiring. If you were to look at my Facebook, I only have creators and content that is creative, that is inspiring, funny, or just super cool. So, and I'm on Facebook. Guess what, guys? I'm on Twitter now. I did it. I got me a Twitter. Whew. I figured maybe I'll get some new followers that way, because Instagram will post to Facebook and Twitter at the same time, so it's kind of cool. Kim in Alaska, at Maureen Pryor. Apparently, I just need to watch my comments. Who is Debbie? Are we talking about Debbie J? Do 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 do. I found Elizabeth, found Ryan. Night, Janine. Oh, is Janine leaving? Did I miss something? After I take out the garbage, I'll be making cards. So, are you going to cart? Oh, so Jane Morin asks if you're in Debbie J's group, because I swap cards with Debbie J's group. Let me get her. She's on Facebook. And Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Facebook. Hey, where's all my... Okay. Nope, come on. Control C. Control V. This is Debbie J's. Her July card swap is almost over. I'm mailing out Christmas cards to anybody in that group that sends me a message and wants a card. And then, let's see. Fairy Stamper, Debbie J. This is Control C. Control V. This is Debbie J on YouTube. And she, Debbie J goes live every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And that's why I do my every other Tuesday at 9 p.m. I do it so late because Debbie J, I don't want to interrupt her live. Do 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 do. All right. Any other questions, my lovelies? WJ. Oh, and the other thing too is if you're a crafter and you have a recording device that you can hook up to the internet, WJ has a sign-up sheet so you can craft live with her. And there is a video where I was live with her. I was her first guest, and it is so much fun. And you don't have to be experienced. I use my phone. It connects straight to, you open up the app and say connect to the live. It does all the work for you. And then you just aim your camera down and you can craft live with who's ever there. You don't even need a YouTube. But I think that's pretty cool that she's trying to get some guests on there. Even just any... a normal crafty person like you and me. All right. Yes, Debbie J. All righty. Okay, so I hope you guys like this. Wasn't it just adorable? Got all this glitter on there. I don't know. Did it stick to the glue? Aw, it didn't really stick to the glue. Oh, I guess it did. I'm just rubbing off. There's a lot of excess. That stuff is weird. Okay. That's alright. Wow. Give the poor little guy a headache there. Got a little glue there too. Okay. Janine, you're so sweet. Okay, my lovelies. Stay safe out there. Have a good evening. Stay cool. And we will see you next time. Tomorrow, if you're interested. Tomorrow is my Wednesday, my regular Wednesdays at 7. And if you have suggestions, throw them in the comments. I'm not quite sure what I want to do tomorrow. So if you want to see something, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be doing last minute ideas. See you guys tomorrow if you want to join. 7 p.m. Eastern. Bye-bye. Do the zoom. Oh, Jean Warren says Simon's phone blocks. I can do that. Bye.